knew coming in today, I was like, you know what you're going to do. And I was like, yeah. And I purposely didn't listen to it because I wanted to be in the moment. And yeah, maybe to get myself vulnerable. And maybe it'll teach you young men that it's okay to have those feelings. It's all right. And I'm okay. Look at me. I'm okay. I bounce back. That. I don't know about later. No, it's good. It's it's a reminder. I'm telling you, it's a reminder of where we could go if we allow our minds to take us so dark. So, if you're there now, allow yourself a few minutes, then get up and move. You've got to move. Nothing is going to land on your lap. You've got to go out and take it. You've got to move. I tell my kids that all the time. We've been through some moments, and I would tell them, I said, playing that song. And to them, it's kind of, But, I hope if they're listening that, that's what kept me motivated and keeps me going. And that's why I don't stop. That's why I keep going, because there's a lot of life to live, and I'm just excited about it. And I'm happy with what, where life has taken me. And, of course, this podcast. So we move on.
I when I was in high school, I remember looking at the teachers, specifically the female teachers, they have it all together. It looks like they have it going on and everything. Like if we go to your school, and you have to know that we're also going through it, and everyone's going through it. And just ask for help. Ask for help. If you need to talk to someone, find someone that you trust and talk about it. Sometimes our problems might get a little bit easier if we just talk to someone. Sometimes our mind is powerful, I feel.
And I think sometimes it's just a matter of talking about it. Sometimes it's not that you're going to get immediate help to resolve your problems, but just being able to express it and have someone hear you and feel some kind of support from that person.
Yeah, I feel like just even saying how you feel. And having someone, sometimes you don't need someone to tell you. Sometimes you just want to say it and share. And someone say,
who will hear you.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is the real podcast of Dallas, where the tears are real.
I'm leaving this podcast right now. I was not aware this was going to go on today.
Yes, you did. You saw it on here.
It's a good song.
So this is...
this is from another friend who shared the song. She said that this is a song that her son loves so much. And I will tell you that, this is she's very young. She's a young girl. And I admire her so much because, I see how well she takes care of her son. And, her son recently started school. And so, she takes the time to record him and the goodbye in the morning when she's dropping him off, and he turns around to look at her and blows his kisses. It's something really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Because one of the things with our work is that we see that a lot of kids lack that attention. Yes. And Jenny, I just want to say that I admire you so much.
That's big coming from Maria.
Yeah.
You're raising such a beautiful kid, and he's going to grow up to be such a great man because of you.
Good job.
How old is this? Because Meg is a young man. Because I have two young ladies that...
I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, he's 5 years old. This is his first year.
What's his name?
This is his first year.
What's his name?
I
know you're...
She's crying.
Yeah. So, I think it's good to connect because we're losing this thing with families. Everybody's so independent. Everybody goes their ways, and we just forget. And parents, your kids need you. They need you. There's no reason for them to feel so alone. There's no reason for somebody else to parent them. It's time for us to start parenting our kids, start being there for them, not them for us. Quit letting them soothe you. Soothe them. Be there for them. And if you have an addiction, if you have some mental health issues you're not dealing with, it's time to deal with it because, they've got to live and they've got to be independent. Never too late.
And the kids are suffering. They're the ones that are suffering. The other day, my brother told me 2 days ago, he said that he was having a conversation with Valentina. Valentina's 12 years old. She's in 6th grade. And he was just now having this conversation about, well, you know, you're getting older and boys are going to be after you and this and that. And she said, just like that, because she's very sassy. My tia already had this conversation with me. Okay, thank you. Like, you know, like you're just now talking to her about it. I've been talking to her about it. We've been having conversations, you know, and kids will listen if you give them time and if you make them a priority. They'll listen. They'll sit with you. So many parents are like, oh, my kids just want to play on the tablet. They just want... No. If you sit down with them and you face to face...
They love to hear from you.
They love to hear from you.
They love it.
They love that.
And even if you're mad at them, they like that attention.
I
mean, that you're trying to discipline them shows that you care. They know that you care when you're like, there's boundaries. You know, like Destiny knows
Trigger cup.
that her mom is so hard on her because she loves her and she cares. Is this Maria's
The
song?
Trigger cup.
Are these the Beatles?
John Lennon.
John Lennon. I just said that if I look at her, I'm gonna cry.
I don't know this one. This is who?
This is
John Lennon.
Song.
John Lennon. Maria, you surprised me.
And I call myself a fan.
You guys are going everywhere but what it's really about.
Well, because we are.
This is a feeling. This is a...
Yeah.
I just have to say that I love this song. I love this song a lot. And I feel like it's a reminder of who we want to be as parents, as a mother, as a father. You know, we have a big role as parents. And there's so many kids that I've had the opportunity to work with who do not have either. You know, Jenny's son's name is Isaiah. And he is such a lucky little man. Such a lucky little man.
Yes.
I think that, you know, even if our lives aren't perfect as little kids growing up, you know, I think we should have like a focus and a mentality of what did not work for me. You know, when you have your own kids, what did not work for me that I need to change to make it work for yours, for your children.
Yes.
Being there, being present, listening to their problems even when they don't want to listen to you. And because, you know, that's how kids are. Sometimes we have to get in their face. Sometimes we have to ask them. Sometimes we have to pull those words out of their mouths. And I say this because it happens with my kids all the time. You know, they're not always willing to share with their mother, you know, but when I know something is wrong, I make myself present. I make myself available. Even when they don't need me, I make myself present. I make myself available.
Thank you, Maria. This has been a very good show.
It's real.
It is very real, hence the name The Real. And what Maria said was absolutely right. A lot of times parents just kind of give up on kids. They give up on everything. And, you know, don't give up. Parents, don't give up. Love your kids. Everybody take a breath. This has been a very good The Real podcast of Dallas. A very emotional, but I wanted to do it because we laugh, now we cry, we feel, because we're human. sometimes we forget to be human. Sometimes we just want to go. We get these out of body experiences so we can hurt people. We can betray people, even if it's our own kids. And a lot of our kids are going through a lot, and we've been kids that have gone through a lot, but we're making it. We're making it. And if we can make it, you can make it. Don't give up.
Life is
Keep
good.
looking forward. Go ahead.
Life is good. Life is good. There's bumps in the road, but you can get over those bumps.
Yes.
You can get past them.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it. Life is so worth it. There's so many moments, I live for the moments. There are moments that you could never plan for, you can never imagine that would be so perfect. And those are the ones you should live for, and everyone has bad days. I've had bad days. Everyone
Yes.
has bad days, but, you have to have a purpose and, a reason to leave. Like,
Yes.
who are you going to be in the future? What are you going to do with yourself in the future?
There's always someone who has it worse than you. Reach
I would
out
say
to
that.
them.
Well, it's like that Fleetwood Mac song, Don't Stop Thinking About Tomorrow.
Yeah. There's a lot of songs we did not play.
That's right.
Yeah.
But Miss Maria, what would you like to say?
I just want to say,
And hold on. I want to say, first of all, thank you to everybody. Thank you for being vulnerable, allowing me to be vulnerable, making it comfortable. And what would you like to say, Miss Maria?
I just want to say that I hope, everyone has enjoyed this episode. When we initially talked about it, it just seemed like a fun idea. I don't know why. I thought fun.
Let's get sad. It'll be fun.
And then we walk in here and, we have
It felt
to
real.
share.
It felt like
this
it felt like we're. What did we do?
you
But
know,
we
you
connected.
get to,
We
you get to, yeah, I think, it allowed you to know a little bit more about us, who we are.
Yes.
And Mr. Leo said it earlier, I was talking about, the real podcast of Dallas, who we are. We try to make it as real as possible because, we, at the end of the day, regardless of our profession, we are humans, we are humans and we feel, and not everything is perfect for us. And I think a lot of times with working with kids, they look at us and they think that we've had perfect lives, and the reality is that we haven't had those
Right.
perfect lives.
We're
We're
Not
working
perfect
hard.
now.
We've hit those dark
We're
moments.
still
also.
not perfect.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes. So we're out of time, and how can they learn more about us?
So you can learn more about us by following us through Facebook. If you do a search on Facebook, The Real Podcast of Dallas, it will automatically take you to our page, and you will have access to all of our podcasts on there. If you do a Google search, it's so cool because if you do Google search, The Real Podcast of Dallas, YouTube will pull up all of our podcasts and you'll have access to them there. Now, you can also find us on Spreaker and Spotify. If you're going to put us on Spreaker and Spotify, please follow us on Facebook, follow us on Spotify, on Spreaker. On Spreaker and Spotify, you do have to do a search as The Real because we are The Real under
Right.
Spotify and Spreaker.
And Spreaker, yes. And we're also on.
iHeartRadio.
Yes. So
And Google Podcasts.
So thank you very much. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'm going to leave you guys with our theme song to soften up the blues.
Give me just a little smile. That's all I ask of you. Give me for you. Sunshine, sunshine reggae.